I am right outside Escalante, Utah, getting ready to set out on a 3 to 4 week hike to Escalante, Utah. That's right, I'm doing a big loop this year. Day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. Here we go. Day 6, day 7. Morning of day 8, back to the Escalante River. No changes in the river's flow this morning. Need to cross it a few more times before we head up Choprock Canyon. Oh, silt's getting deep. Hey, Mr. Snake. Little racer snake. How you doing, bud? First snake of the trip. Good to meet you. Ground is covered in fluffies through here. Okay, we have a big racer snake up here. Scared the bejesus out of me. Hi, buddy. How you doing? You gonna climb a tree for me? Yes, climbing a tree. Look at that. How you doing? Hi, bud. Okay, Snake. You have a good day. You take care. Say hi to the fam. Second snake of the trip. When I met those two people from Australia and one from England, they said they'd already seen 3 snakes that day. 2 like that, and 1 they thought was a rattlesnake. On average, I see 1 rattlesnake about every week that I hike. Let's see, it's day 8. I've yet to see a rattlesnake. I think that means we're due. Okay, keep our eyes open. It's time to say goodbye to the river and head up Choprock Canyon. It's actually one of my favorite canyons for many reasons, but one, on my first long distance across Utah hike, actually I came up this in an impromptu move. That year the river was too high and I couldn't make it down to Moody like I wanted to. Chose to come up Choprock even though I knew very little about it. I knew there was a hiking route up and through it, but I didn't know which of its many forks I had to go up. So there are several. There's one technical route, there's a few dead ends, I think. So I wanted to give it a go, and that's long before the days of GPSs with maps built in. It's a whole different era. So I was kind of exploring, but for some reason I remembered left, right, left. And sure enough, that was the magic way to go. As I'm going up the canyon, left, right, left at the main junctions, and that got me to the very top. And what I found is it was more than just a good route. It was an amazing canyon. Some good narrows, a lot of interesting geology. So here we are again. It's actually my 3rd time here, and I'm excited to see it again. Let's go. There's actually a route out of Choprock by climbing up that bench over there. It's a little bit of a climb in the beginning, but then you get up to the top. You can take it all the way up Choprock Bench, the upper reaches of Neon Canyon, and then all the way out the top. It's supposed to be some really cool wonderland of slick rock up there. I thought about doing it this time, but I just enjoy the canyon too much. And on a warm day like today, it'd be nice to have the shade of the canyon. All right, let's go. So here in the lower end of Choprock, there's a lot of good rock art. Let's check it out. This big figure has survived the test of time despite being shot at, apparently. So I wonder if these are turkey tracks. There's definitely a lot of turkey in the area. I heard a lot going gobble gobble this morning. What is that guy? That's a bighorn. That's the strangest one I've seen. This is probably my favorite glyph in the area and the most notable. This is big shaman character and bear tracks. All right, very cool. But we got to get back to hiking. We have a long ways to go to get away from Escalante just to get back to Escalante. So let's go. This is where I'd hoped to camp last night, but it was just a little too slow going along the Escalante, all that brush. But this nice alcove would have been a good spot. Okay, our first junction on the right is the South Fork of Choprock Canyon. There's a technical route that comes down that. But like I said before, we're going to the left. Not crazy by the look of those clouds as I enter a narrow canyon. Okay, it's already getting entrenched. Cool already. I like it. Okay. Although it's a bit unnerving to be headed into a narrow canyon like this with not the ideal weather, Choprock has a very small catch basin. So it really would take a major thunderstorm right on top of me in order for it to flood. Again, it's the most important thing to know about flooding is the catch basins. So there really are plenty of canyons where it could storm 20 miles away, and now water will eventually find its way through the canyon you're walking. So you have to watch out for those. But ones like this with a small catch basin, much more safe. Now if it was a downpour, or if I saw big thunderclaps right ahead, I wouldn't do this, but as is, I feel pretty okay. All right, let's keep going. Okay, here we go. The narrows are beginning. Da, da, da. A little surprised to see no pools of water here. Being such a wet spring, I would have expected it. There's some water. Choprock Canyon. Plenty of pools. Had one that was knee deep already. This one's gonna be close to knee deep. Our deepest pool yet. Yeah, still can't be that bad. Oh. Mid-thigh. I feel like we're at that checkpoint in a video game where you've completed a level, because this right here is a good break point for the slot, meaning there's plenty of high ground. There's kind of two narrow sections, so if flood came right now, I'd be okay. And if it comes in the next section, I just have to hightail it back to here. So all is good. Let's keep going. Good canyon. I like it. Like the sun's popping out again. Didn't really want to go that deep. Got my phone wet. It's waterproof, but I like not to get it wet. I hope you guys know I'm really not that awkward of a walker. When you're trying to film with a long selfie stick, two trekking poles in one hand, all this junk on your other side, it gets awkward. Sometimes I look at myself on video, I'm like, I'm an awkward fool. And you know what? Sometimes that is true, but not as often as it may appear on camera. All right, let's keep going. Okay, here we go through another good section. That's good stuff. Hey! So Steve Allen, famous guidebook author, documents this spot as a way in and out of the canyon. You climb up here to get into the North Fork of Choprock. That's a little too sketchy for my blood. Again, I am not a climber. We're going to take it easy and just continue going up the main fork. Okay, we're at the next junction. We're looking up the North Fork of Choprock. There are a couple cool alcoves back in there, but it's a dead end unless you're a climber. So we are going to continue up the main fork over this way. Much more hiker friendly. Okay, we are at the next junction. Left, right, left would dictate that we go that way, which is the way I've always gone. But I've since read you can also get out here to the right. So I'm going left, right, right. And we're going to explore and see what's up this way and what it's like. Hope it doesn't suck. It is slightly shorter to where I'm going though, so that's a plus. All right, let's go. Okay, we're at another junction. This time we're going left. So it's been left, right, right, left. Sounds like a video game cheat code. Am I dating myself with that comment? Maybe. Here we go. We're in the upper reaches of this fork of Choprock. We need to get atop the Shinley Hills here and to that saddle in the distance. That should give us access to the other side. I'm guessing the best way is going to be to go that way and then back. Here we go. As I was getting closer to the mud hills, I noticed this cut in the hill there. Looks like an old road or maybe a cattle trail. So I'm going to try to use it to get up to the top. Well, maybe I should have just stayed in the wash because this dead ends. Looks like it's washed out here. Maybe there, but that looks a little sketchy across right there. Oh boy. That's the saddle I want to get to, right up there. All right, I'm turning around. I was hoping I could get up this nose, but this ground looks like it'd be soft, but it's actually quite hard. There's lots of loose gravel on top, so it's kind of like walking on marbles. And I think I could easily take a slide all the way down to the bottom. I don't want to do that. Easier just to go down and around, and then I'll go up over there somewhere. I'll find a way. Okay, here we go. Nice big fish hook barrel in bloom. Okay, I think I can get up this ridge right here. Get up that and then to the right. Made it up. And now a little bit more to the saddle. There we go. Check this out. A little garden of hoodoos. This is why I love getting off the beaten path and going to crazy places. I find stuff like this. The other guy. What a cool little place. Big ones, taller than me. Little ones. One who's lost his hat already. Good stuff. Wow. That guy. Okay, I had too much fun playing by the Hoodoos. I'm not going to make it up and over the saddle tonight. I'll wait for morning. Find a place to camp around here and just call it a night. It's a pretty good day. Reporting out for day 8. Good morning, day 9. Since I didn't make it over the saddle, found some nice flat area to camp, I decided to walk back to the Hoodoos this morning to see them in a little bit of light. Let's go check them out. A lot of petrified wood around here too. Yay! Finally made it to the saddle. It's windy up here, but we can finally see down the other side. Check it out. That's where we're gonna go down now. See all the way to the Henry Mountains. All right, let's go see how hard this is gonna be to get down. I've yet to find any semblance of a trail. Looking out, that's a deer point out there. We're gonna go down and wind our way around. As soon as I say that about a trail, I think I've spotted some route markers. Possibly this, there was one behind me, and now a few more up there. It's definitely not a well-worn path. But yeah, it looks like there's a few little markers. Maybe it'll help me get down the jumble of rocks. Okay, finally down off the steepest slopes from the saddle. That was rough, that was not fun. Some more big hoodoos over there. And now we have to make our way down these more gentle slopes and into the valley. A little steeper than I thought. Some days I just feel like napping all day. Today's kind of one of those days. It's hard to get motivated to go. Find a nice shady spot behind a rock and just take a nap. Definitely going slower this year, but that's all right. I don't feel stressed about it. I don't have any real milestones I have to hit except to have enough food to make it to my cache, and I think I have plenty of food this year, so all is good. That's the report for now. I think there's more bloom than bush there. Look at that. It smells so good. Cliff rose, I believe. Yeah, it smells good. Still walking down the wash. So last night I was in my tent at night, enjoying looking at the stars. Didn't put on the rainfly because it seemed like a nice night. But then some clouds moved in and I started getting a little bit nervous. I used my inReach to check the weather and it said all was good. 0% chance of rain for yesterday and today. So anyway, I enjoyed it, but then it really started getting dark, like covered up all the stars and started getting windy. And I thought, I better just throw the rain fly on top just in case. 5 minutes later, it's pouring. It was crazy. My stuff got wet because I didn't really put the tarp on correctly. So I had to get out in the rain and put the rain fly on the correct way. And yeah, my in-reach weather service, I guess I can't trust it. And for the 0% chance of rain today, look what's coming in. More rain. It's actually rained on me every day so far this hike. Not a lot, like just a little sprinkle, enough to be annoying at times. Only had 2 good rains, but yeah, stark contrast to last year when I had no rain at all, it seemed. So that's the thought for now. The hills are just tinged in yellow from all the flower blooms out there. The yellow blooms really are just amazing. I would say it's a super bloom. Looks super to me. So giddy about these flowers. They're amazing. That's where we're headed tomorrow, up that crack right there. Wanted to be at the very bottom of it tonight, but yep, as always, didn't happen. Sundown on day 9. Not the most exciting day, but it's a beautiful ending.